Hey. Here's this week's temping tip, and I'm going to talk about the change that we have in the time clock that you'll see on the app. So you've heard a little bit about this. Starting February 1st, the humanity time clocks will change just a little bit. We will not be separating arrival time versus first patient start time. So the time clock will just have the arrival time and then it'll have your end time. So they will no longer be separated. And the reasons for this were some people have an older phone and the arrival time wasn't showing up well, was kind of being hidden. Another reason is it was getting confusing. Some people would see the patient time because it's bigger and bolder, and they would think that that was their arrival time. So then they were showing up at the wrong times. And another reason was it would throw the reminders off. So the reminders they're automated reminders that remind you when your shift starts 24 hours in advance. And also, I believe it's like 1 or 2 hours in advance. The reminders would be thrown off because the reminders were reminding us from our patient time, but it wasn't reminding us from really when we were supposed to be there. So with this change, the reminders will be on track, people will be less confused, and it'll be cleaner and neater. Another question that came up is, what about, it was kind of nice to know how much prep time you have. So, sometimes if an office only gives 15 minutes of prep time, then, you wouldn't want to pick up a shift there. We are now requiring offices to give us 20 minutes of prep time. 15 minutes just is not enough time. So we do require that 20 minutes of prep time, and it will be obvious how much time you'll have for prep time. So if the time says that you are to arrive at 7:40, you really can assume then that your first patient is at 8 o'clock. So, like a 7:40 arrival time will be an 8 o'clock patient time. That's just kind of obvious. So if it's a 7:30 arrival time, you will know that, patients most likely start at 8 o'clock. If there's any questions with it, you could always give us a call and we can double check on that if you're worried about your prep time. But we are really making offices give us 20 minutes, if not more, is always nice. Okay, if you guys have any questions, give me a call back. Love you more than snowplows.